Hello, welcome. Today I'm talking about how to rewire your subconscious mind using a journaling technique, and it's so easy that you can start doing it today. So if you're interested, stick around and I'll explain how. So let's first discuss why this is important and how it actually works in your brain to create the results that we're looking for. By now, most of us understand that chronic stress can create disease in the body. We often see a correlation between chronic stress and a negative impact on a person's physiology in some way, shape, or form. So if that can be true, it also can be true that positive thinking and positive behaviors can create healing in the body and anti-inflammation responses within the body. That puts a whole nother layer of seriousness on how important it is to create a mental environment that is conducive for the health and the life that you're looking to achieve. If you would like some research that is formal, that can be used to help you understand this phenomena better, I would suggest reading the book called Becoming Superhuman by Dr. Joe Dispenza. He uses epigenetics and physics and neurological studies to research and back up the data, the science that is behind this phenomena that I'm explaining today. The base or foundation of this journaling exercise can also be read about more specifically in Dr. Nicole LePera's book called How to Do the Work. So let's say you're writing about maybe you want that house. Maybe there's a house that you're trying to buy a home, okay? You're gonna write in your journal like you already have that home, and you're gonna say to yourself things like, I cannot believe that I scored this property for the price I got it. It was so nice to be able to work so closely with that team, and all the money that I saved, it was stunning and miraculous, really, that it all went that way and it all worked out for me and everyone won in the end. Now I can walk through my home which smells like this, and I know that it's made with non-toxic materials, and I know that I can overlook the city or the valley, or when I look out my window I see all the trees and all of this and that. You just really go for it and see what you come up with, but really allow yourself to play with the idea to the point where you start to feel actually lighter or happier or joyful during this experience. Ideally, this can take about 10 to 15 minutes. Even 5 minutes can make a difference. I would say starting at about the 10-minute range and getting really good at it can help you taper that time off a little bit as you practice. Because of neuroplasticity, we understand that neural pathways can be strengthened with practice. So if you're continuously practicing these thoughts of feeling appreciation and gratitude for the home that you have, it allows your subconscious brain to create stronger neural pathways that align you with the identity of the person that has that future already. Earlier in this TikTok journey, I did post a video that discussed Richard Wiseman's study on perceived luck, and it is an amazing study that he did, but basically he found that if you perceived yourself as lucky, you looked at life through the perspective of someone who was lucky, and so things started appearing in that person's experience of life as luck, and people who perceived themselves as unlucky experienced the opposite. They experienced more circumstances of being unlucky. This is why this practice is so important. If you can get yourself to believe that you really are worthy and capable of having that future reality, you can start identifying as that person and seeing life through the lens of that person, allowing more of those circumstances into your real lived experience. So if you made it this far in the video, then I have an intermediate challenge for you, or maybe a more advanced way to perform this journal entry. To create a more engaging and impactful journal entry practice, I would personally suggest adding in wearing earbuds that are playing a binaural beats song or playlist that is specifically designed to create alpha brainwaves in your mind. You can find these binaural beats playlists or songs or podcast episodes on YouTube, Spotify, anywhere really where there's music. This basically just allows your brain to get more into a state of suggestibility. Because I am a trained hypnotherapist, I understand that the more relaxed that you are, the easier it is to suggest to who you are or your subconscious different things about your current state, your reality, your body, things of that nature. So to wrap it all up and use this exercise for good, you're going to get out your headphones, put on that beat playlist, pick something that you want to immerse yourself with, something like maybe your financial state, or maybe that home you want, or that partner you want, or that family that you want, or whatever the case is, that car you want, and start talking about that like it's happening now. You're going to do it for at least 5 minutes, 15 if you can go that long, which I think once you get into the flow, it does become very easy to go for longer than 15 minutes. And you're doing this hopefully once a day, at least every other day, and at least for 30 days. Then you're going to come back and you're going to tell me what things you notice about your life to me so that I can continue to take this information and fuel my journey in helping spread the word on how we can create better lives for ourselves. Because right now, we are of the most service to our communities and to the globe if we are in a state of ourselves that is of our highest best good, that is aligned with the person that we want to be. That way we can get the energy, the drive, and the overall state of being that ultimately is going to do good in this world. Thank you so much for sticking around. Happy manifesting!